And of course, spoiler alert, of course, Spread Eagle makes #1. But I find it, we kind of touched on it already, but you mentioned you did, you chose Open to the Public, which was my intro to Spread Eagle. It was the first cassette actually I picked up of theirs before the debut. But the debut, I mean, yeah, it was 1990. It could have almost fell in there too, as far as which one to choose. But you chose 93, which is really the last gasp.
So yeah, there's a reason I did that, is because I didn't, you know, there's a handful of albums out there that people often now cite as like a quick hit of like, oh, this is underrated from the era. And Spread Eagle's first record is one of those albums. It's not necessarily the first one that rolls off the tongue, but invariably it's one of those albums that people always say is underrated and it should have been big, and it's because it should have. Nobody ever talks about Open to the Public, and like at all, ever. And it's a great album. It's really, really good. The songwriting and the musicianship is as strong as Spread Eagle. The thing about it is it's not quite as gritty and heavy. And and
Ray sings a little bit differently. He kind of dials back a little bit, and they told me in an interview, especially Ray as well too. They wanted to kind of change the song as far as the lyrics, the songwriting. They wanted to kind of pull back on some of the sleazy stuff and kind of go in a different direction. And the time, it's 3 years later. They were touring for a bit. This is their second record. They gelled more as a band. You can tell the progression of the band. It's different. It's good, but it's different.
It is, and that's why I chose that album. You know, I thought about it. And, you know, in truth, for me, I've personally written about the first Spread Eagle album before. As a matter of fact, I did an interview with those two guys about it for Metal Edge. You know, I've written about it before, and I wanted to take the time to write about an album that never gets talked about. And that is, in essence, the point of the list. The point of it is I didn't want to make it a list of softballs. And that was the thing. It's like when it came out, there was a few different comments I got ad nauseum, which I don't care about. People can say whatever they want. It doesn't bother me. But what I saw was the classic, oh, you forgot this album. And I'm like, no, I didn't.
You forgot a million albums.
I'm like, I didn't forget that album. I was like that. And a lot of it was like, you know, stuff like not even underrated. It was just like, you know.
Was it Def Leppard? Was it Animal? Was it Generalized?
It's like, where's Def Leppard? Where's Bon Jovi? I'm like, they weren't underrated. Like, they took over. This was not only supposed to be Last Gasp, it was supposed to be Last Gasp, but it was supposed to shine a light on the stuff that got no exposure.
Yeah.
Or minimal exposure, or stuff that got buried.